Anyway, what are you doing? No. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh my god.
Anyways, what do you want to what do you want to do first?
I have no
Or do you,
idea.
or do you want to just go over like the basics?
The basics.
Alright, so create a script in
How do I
just
create
anywhere.
how do I create a script? How do I create a script?
Do you know how to
Okay,
create a
I'll
script?
create one in workspace. Script.
Right, so to begin with, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you know how to define a variable?
Nah. Actually, no, wait, I might.
Alright, so
Is, just, I think I do, I don't know.
he's struggling to find the definition of a variable. This is going off to a great start.
I'm guessing it's, like you type what you want your variable and then the equals and then the whatever.
Almost, almost.
Almost. I'm
You're
so good.
forgetting one word. You're forgetting one word. There's
Uh,
one word you're forgetting.
America.
No, it starts with L.
Um,
See the blue script thing
uh-huh.
icon.
Yeah.
What's the first word of that?
Local. I'm
I
so
write
good.
that in now.
Okay. Local.
And then you can name your variable anything, but
Uh,
make it meaningful. Make it
meaningful.
mean something.
I know what is
Like
meaningful. Just give a minute. I need to prepare to write this in.
like right now, set that equal to something.
Equals
You
0.
can have it be right, do you know how to define a string?
Um,
He does not know how to define a string.
I don't know how to do anything. Watch this. Wait. It's
Right, how do you mark down talking in text? There you go.
I'm so good.
Now, how do you define a Boolean value? A true or false value?
You just don't you just
Place.
place.
Yes.
Is that how you do it?
Yes.
I'm just so
Uh,
good. I'm so good at this.
go to a new line.
Wait, I gotta equal it to 0 though.
Right. Now, uh, just just very quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can add spacing as well, just to make it easier to read. Type
Well,
in function, then space. I guess gen rand number.
um,
Gen random number.
gen spaces
It has
between
to,
it.
it can't. No, no spaces, no spaces.
Run. Uh,
You can
random.
just leave it, and then put brackets with. You do not have the space. Do not have the space. Right, and then put in. I guess return as.
Oh
No,
wait,
no,
no.
not like that.
No.
Like, I guess just to set it. So like,
Explain the code.
okay, hold on. Actually,
um,
yeah. Just get rid of return for now, right? That's a parameter. I'm just gonna. Right. So now, go out of the, go out of the brackets, and press enter. Now the code for that function has to stay within that function end. And if you want to create another function, you can just write this, something like that. Just like that.
okay.
Now, uh, in your function,
Huh.
type return space math.random brackets. Or if you don't, if you want it to just generate a random number, just remove the brackets. Actually, no, I think you need the brackets. Yeah, you do need the brackets. And now, leave the function. And then say cheese is equal to gen random. And you need the brackets as well.
I'm so good
With
at
the
coding.
brackets. Now, what you've just done there is a function call, right?
Function call.
And basically, what it'll do, oops, is it'll set cheese, go up to this function, right? Does that highlight for you?
Yes.
Right. So it'll then come down to here, and this return basically tells whatever called it to turn into whatever it's returning, right?
Uh-huh.
So when you call it, or if you go to your workspace and click on run, once you have the just find run, then click run. Actually, no, hold on. If you put in print cheese at the end,
Huh?
if you put in print cheese, you have to have brackets as well.
For
It's like the
what?
print hello world script.
Yeah. Print.
And you can't have the brackets, the spaces.
Cheese. So like that.
Yeah. Now if you go to run, it should generate a random number.
Wait. Where?
Oh, actually, you don't have that open. So if you go up to view,
View.
no, window. If you go to window, up in the top left,
Window.
then click output.
Where's window? Hold on. Here.
It's in
No.
the top left. If you click, if you enable properties, explorer, and output.
Properties. Explorer.
And output, which should be below explorer.
And then explorer. Where's explorer?
Wait a sec. Do you have the old UI? Stream real quick.
Wait. Where should whatever it is be?
Can you send a screenshot of your top bar just so I know what it looks like?
My top bar. It goes in order. Goes. Oh wait. Explorer. No. Explorer is open.
Yeah. So can you just send me a screenshot because you might be using the old toolbar.
It's at the very left.
Bruh. No, you are using the old toolbar.
There.
So okay, you've got output open.
Yeah.
Right. So if you run your game or play your game, it'll generate a random number, which is below, which is between 0 and 1, seemingly.
0.22165366305681878
So
72.
do you want to do something a bit more complex?
Please, no.
It's gonna be a. I'm gonna teach you part creation
Oh,
and plotting, just quickly, because it's easy.
plot.
So we can get rid of this script, right?
My cheese script.
Yeah, my cheese script.
My
Now
cheese-
create a variable called a divider.
Hold up. I may have forgotten.
Bruh.
Wait,
Local.
local. I fucking remembered it there. Local
Divider.
div.
Or you can just call it div
Okay. Div
equals 32. Right, so now if you type in function fountain space plot sign or plot sin. Remember, no spaces. Now, if you put brackets and then create the function. Right, so now if you go down, I'm going to teach you for loop. Now, so type for I space I.
Okay.
Equals 1,360. Divided by div. So slash div. Space and then do. Now, if you press enter. Actually, for plot sign,
Mhm.
go back to the plot sign brackets. Type in X. Then comma A. That A is going to be your maximum and minimum Y values. Right?
Mhm.
So local sign equals math.sign, then type I in that, times div. Just next to the I.
Ah.
Then take a new line outside of the math.sign. Keep it in the for loop, keep it in the for loop. And then type plot sign brackets. Then type in hold on. Type sign. No wait, type I. Yeah. Wait.
Where are you getting this stuff from, bro?
I'm trying to figure out math here. So that should be your X value, right?
Mhm.
So if you type times div as again, and then comma 10. That's just basically how tall your wave is going to be. Now go to your plot sign function. Type local part equals instance.new, and the instance starts with a capital. .new. Then in open brackets. Now in quotations, write part with a capital P. Right here, there's two things you can do with parenting this to the workspace. So for one, you can type this. But what's actually preferred is part.parent equals workspace. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know why, but this is faster.
Okay.
Right? So now if you take a new line in the plot sign function, then if you type part.position with a capital P, remember it's case sensitive, so make sure to put P at the start of part to be lowercase.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's case sensitive, so yeah, do that. So then equals vector 3 with a capital V
Vectors. There.
dot new at then type no comma, yeah, a times well, sine times, no, actually hold on. Actually, hold on. Make a new parameter for plot sign called y just before a. And then between the I and the 10, well, between your first and second parameter pass and when you call plot sign. So, yeah, just back down here. Type comma,
Mm-hmm.
sign, comma. Now, if you do a,
What here?
yeah, so if go back up to your vector 3 times y. And then 0 in the next comma. That right there is a position that's generated in the workspace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if you run this, it should generate a sine wave.
Oh.
Oh, yep, it does. But there's an issue here, right?
Part.
These parts all fall, right?
No.
So what you need to do is before you set the position of your part or the parent of your part. So up back here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Part dot anchored equals true. So now if I run that, should give us something.
Oh wait, they're doing it.
Yep, look, you've generated a sine wave.
I'm so good at coding.
I'm teaching Pierre how to code by making him code a sine wave.
I moved it up so I
Actually,
could see
hold on.
it better.
What?
I moved it up a
Yeah,
bit so I could
a
see
sine
this.
wave. Hold on, I'm going to just add 10 to the position, to the y position, so it'll move up a bit.
Sine
Oh,
wave.
let me just minus 180 from the thing. Now it should be positioned perfectly to the center of the world.
Amazing.
Yeah. If I go 360, it should make 360 parts, right?
Oh god.
Oh. A bug.
Oh wait, I think it probably.
Oh, actually, no. If you set div to 1, okay, yeah, it should make a full sine wave, right? Um,
Um, that's
um,
that's that's a lot of sine waves.
that shouldn't be happening.
Just a brick wall
Hold
now.
on. Your y value is sine. Oh no, I type. Okay, I. Okay, just set sine to I.
Bonk.
No.
Bro, you're a bad teacher.
That's strange.
You're a very bad teacher. I want my money back.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Divided by 16, hold on. Okay, so it generates a sine wave, but it's... For I equals 1 through dev, that's what,
Hold up.
I think.
Yeah, there we go. It's fixed itself again.
Yeah, because I set it to 16.
Sine wave.
If I set that, maybe? And then do that?
Oh,
I see what it's doing. So it's an issue with this line of code, right? Are you in the script right now? And it's to do with
huh?
how... Yeah. Oh, actually. I equals 1 to dev. Yeah, 360. Let me just...
I need a better teacher. You're bad. You're just a bad teacher. I want my money back.
Hold up.
Give me my money back.
Hold up. I think I might have it. Hold on.
Like, I did not pay for this.
Okay.
I did not pay £60 for this.
What's going on here is a miscalculation.
A
So it's
miscalculation.
plotting.
Uh-huh. Ow.
It's plotting fine, right?
Uh-huh.
But what I think it's doing
Wall.
is it's going back. So if I say y is equal to, actually, if I say set this to math.degree, which this converts it from radians to degrees, so just do that, should be better.
I did not pay £60 for this. Give me my money back.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Okay, hold on. I'll be back.
We're having a bit of technical issues right now.
I'll be back.
Bruh. Let me see if I can fix this. Hmm. See, that's right. Then it does this because it's repeating.
I am back from
Yeah.
the dead.
So I think I know what it's doing.
What is it doing then?
So it. Hold on. Let me see where this position is. This should be negative 180. Yeah, negative 180 to 180. Yeah. So it's repeating more than once. The wave.
That's stupid.
No, 360 divided by div.
But still, I did not pay £60 for this. Give me back my money.
You did not get £60 for this. You did not give me any money.
Bruh, I paid you £60.
So if I divide this by like 6. Hold up. Okay, so a rough idea as for what it might be doing is it's generating your sine wave, but it's generating it too tightly.
Bug here.
Yeah, it's generating it too tightly. But then it also doesn't generate it right. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of kind of how a sine wave exists. Oh my. Well, kind of how it looks. And stuff like sine, cosine, tangent can be very useful.
Look at what I put at the
I'm
bottom.
going to...
Local idiot teaches noob to code. Real, super scary horror. There's no horror game.
Right, give me an idea of something you want to make. Just quick.
Um, running.
Running. Okay, so we can actually delete this script now. So
Aww.
if you go scroll down to starter player
Starter player. Uh-huh.
and then click on start, open it and click on starter, click the plus on start character script
And then create a
and then
local.
click local script. Yeah.
Okay, oh, I...
Just delete this on. There we go. Now, type in local player equals game dot players and make sure P is capital there. Dot local player with capital on each word. Why do you keep bringing scissors in and out, Logan? Oh. Hold on. Right, I'm back. So, what you've just done is gotten the player, right? So if you take a new line,
Hold on. New line.
if you actually press backspace to delete a line real quick, then local car, CHAR,
CHAR.
it's just shorthanding for character, equals equals
Equals
player
player dot character.
dot character
I knew that.
or player dot character added. Not dot added, just added with a capital A. Colon.
Um.
Your shift. Yeah, and then wait with a capital W. Make sure there's no space. Now, what that will do is it will try to get the player character,
Mm-hmm.
and to prevent it from erroring, that player dot character added colon wait will wait until the player has a valid character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, take a new line. Type in local hum, which is just short for humanoid,
Mm-hmm.
equals your character variable, colon, wait for child, with capitals at the start for each word, and then in quotations, humanoid with a capital A. So
There.
what you've done there is just gotten the player's character controller object, right?
Uh-huh.
That defines it as a character.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna go for service calling. So if you take a new
Mhm.
line,
Mm-hmm.
or even put a gap line, a bit of white space.
Yeah.
Is that? Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And then if you type in local
Local.
UIS
UIS.
equals game colon get service with capital words at each thing, capital letters. Then in quotations, user input service. There you go. Now, if you take a new line, type UIS dot input began colon connect function just inside the brackets. Then open brackets.
Oh.
And then type. Oh, that is not supposed to happen. You just
Nyam.
get rid of that end as well. Actually, delete that last bracket as well, just so it puts an end on a new line. Then in the bracket, type INP for input. You can put anything there, but I just prefer putting input. Then take a new line.
There's that. And new line. Oh.
Yeah. And then type F input dot key code is equal to, but with two equal signs for a condition check. Enum
Huh?
ENUM
E.
with capital
oh,
dot input dot key code.
Huh?
It's key code, the same thing you put for the input. Dot, I think it's L shift. If not, then it's left shift. Then take a new line. And then type humanoid inside the if statement. Dot walk speed with capital letters. It won't give it to you automatically because you've waited for it.
Dang.
Equals a wanted speed above 16. That is very fast.
I know.
And if you copy your entire input began there,
Um.
just this entire thing, and
Uh-huh.
put it on a new line. Change began to ended. And then set the humanoid walk speed to 16. That's a simple run script.
Let's see this. Oh wait, no,
If you
I
team
need,
test.
I need,
Team test. Team test.
team test.
Team test. Right now.
Team test. I'm doing team test. Give me a minute. Let it load.
Now, what should... Okay, yeah, that works.
Oh my god. Wait, let me turn off shift lock real quick. Nyam. Best running. I'm so good at coding now. I can code.
Yeah.
I can code every single game now for this. Amazing. Yippee!
Yep. So that is a basic run script with the inputs,
Wee.
right? You can keep these scripts if you want.
They're mine now.
Bruh.
I'm stealing them.
Yeah. I would keep these scripts just in this place to kind of like thingy them.
Mhm.
Now, what's something else you want to create?
Hmm. Let's see. Alright, let me just put the running down a bit to 24. Let's see.
Yeah.
What do I want to create? Hold on, let me just rename. Let me just rename this to run.
Yeah. Rename your scripts. I don't do that enough.
Just run dot. Okay. Um. Um. What do I want to create now? I have no idea.
Ticking. Tick. Tock.
No. Oh my god, I have the best idea.
Huh?
If two people run into each other, they start dealing damage to each other. That's something.
Okay. So go back to your local script. Then just below your UIS call,
Mhm.
make a new line. Type local or run service. Or I sort this down to runs equals game colon get service.
Equals. Oh. Game.
Well, it's another service, so you can just use get service.
Wait. Game. Colon.
Yep, get service.
Get service.
And then type in quotations, write run service.
Run service.
Right, so below all of the rest of your code, type your run service thing dot to render step. There's actually a few techniques for these
Mhm.
for run service. If I just do this, you have render step, heartbeat, pre-render, pre-animation, done, pre-simulation, And I believe there might be something else. Step. I think there might be something else. Post simulation. Okay. I believe just post simulation. So what this does is it runs. This runs before the frame is rendered. Also, if you hover over things, you can see what they do. So heartbeat runs after physics calculations. Pre-render works. I think it works very similarly to render set. Prior to the frame. Okay, yeah. So these works. This works similarly to render set. Pre-animation runs before any animations are started. Prior to the physics simulation, but after rendering. Oh.
Wait, so if there's a pre-simulation and a post-simulation, would there be a post-animation?
No, there isn't. So I think this mixes heartbeat and render set or pre-render. It's like in between. This happens before the physics calculation. This happens. When does this happen? I don't know how exactly these work fully because I only use render set and heartbeat. And then this one's after. Right? But you will only ever need to use like these top three. Sorry, if I get rid of those. If you type :connect, then function. Right, and then you can open your brackets. Is my Wi-Fi slow?
No.
No. Okay. Then you can then you don't need to put anything in there.
Oh, okay.
You can just make a new line. Unless you want it to run at a specific frame rate, then you can put DT, you can also write delta time, which is just the time since the last frame. So then, if you write, actually, you might need to call the humanoid root part as well. Or hold on. So this is a different type of run for loop. So if you type for in your run service loop, if you write for I, comma P in pairs, it's 2 words. Your character variable.
Which was
CHAR. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
always scroll back up to the top of the script and see it. Colon. Get children. And then outside of those brackets, for the pairs, you write do.
But so outside of all of them.
Yeah. Now, what this will do is it'll go through every part inside your character. Right? So if it's like an arm, it'll look at your arm. If it's your humanoid, it'll look at your humanoid, right? Root part, right?
Yeah.
And this pairs, it returns it as an array, right? So do you remember what an array is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just return it as an array of your parts. And this p basically says return this index here
Mm-hmm.
as p. Like define this as p.
Define I as B. I,
Okay,
th-
so
I,
if you take a new line,
I think a bird just flew into my window. Dung.
right, so, inside the thing, inside
Oh,
the for
inside
loop.
the.
So actually, let me just unindent
Oh my
this.
god.
Oh, oops.
Oh.
Right, so I'm just gonna unindent this. So inside your for loop,
Huh.
right, p dot touched.
Why is P being touched?
Actually, no, hold on. Before you do, type fp colon is a in the quotations is base part. Actually, you can remove the render step and just leave the for loop there.
Uh.
So if you just get rid of these, because this doesn't need to run every frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just indent this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you can type then. Actually, and p dot name is not equal to humanoid root part. So what this little check here, it checks if this is a part, and if its name is not your humanoid's root part. And then if you take a new line and write p.touch with capital T, colon connect, and then in the brackets function, and then in more brackets type hit. And then you can just delete that last bracket and then take a new line. So then if type f hit dot parent colon get player from character. Actually, wait. You'll need to call another service for this. So go back up to your services, where you call your user input service.
Up here.
And replace run s for players with a plural, or plrs if you want to shorten it.
Mm-hmm.
And type change run service for players. Like just a full word. What's the capital P? Then if you go back, replace that hit.parent with players, with your players variable. Then type colon get player from character. And then hit.parent. Then you can write in your if statement, you can write your humanoid variable, which is just hum dot health with a capital H minus equals the amount of damage you want them to take. So like here it could be like 1 or 0.1 or something like that. And then that every time. So what this for loop does is it connects a touch event to all of your character's parts,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of you having to write down the part names individually, it just does it automatically. which you can also put inside a function, right? So you can like type function connect touch, and then just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Indent this, close this, and then just call connect touch, which is just a bit cleaner.
Team test.
So if you go back into team test,
Team
every
test.
time we touch each other, we should take damage. You
Don't-
might get a failed to find or infinite yield possible, but it worked.
No!
It works when you're dead too.
This doesn't
Wait,
even.
so you
this,
wanted it to
this doesn't even show
want it
on the other thing though.
Yeah.
Hi.
because it's a client script.
No, it doesn't show on OBS.
Doesn't know.
Nope. Oh, and it stopped working. Yay! It stopped working.
Hold on. Right, so if you type in player,
Where?
just and actually I'll do it for you. So player dot character added connect function. So this script will run every time your character is created.
Team test.
So it should work. Yeah, so Roblox is weird.
Oh.
Huh.
Get stood on.
Like that's like just a bit of coding stuff. Like in your spare, if you want to like learn more in your spare time, I would very much recommend looking into more of it and looking at Roblox's undoubtedly shitty documentation. But
I want my money back. I want my £60 back, bro. The totally legit £60 that I definitely did give you. I want that back. I want that back in doubloons.
No.
Yes.
No, it just leaves.